The Principle of Zero Ontology. The dyadic emanation of duality from the monad is necessary for our existing in time and space. Since the universe sprang from nothing, everything in it must add up to zero for it to remain nothing. Our existence is like walking a tightrope between opposing forces that cancel out each other. Matter, antimatter, growth, decay, light, dark, positive, negative, hot, cold, odd, even, male, female, love, hate. The list goes on and on. This idea is captured in the Ouroboros, which is the symbol of a snake or dragon eating its own tail. The ancient monadic icon represents the eternal cycle of destruction and rebirth that drives the universe. The process of self-opposition is also a fundamental property of manifested consciousness. Opposite pairs of dualities define and complete each other. For example, as soon as we abstract from something beautiful the notion of beauty, there arises the recognition of ugliness as non-beauty. They are conceptually born from each other. Even ultimates like being and non-being produce each other in this way. In theoretical physics, this basic balancing principle is known as zero ontology. The mathematical parameters that describe matter, such as electric charge and angular momentum, all add up to zero. In fact, all the positive mass energy in the universe is exactly canceled out by its negative gravitational potential energy. Right now, at this moment and in all of time, there is nothing there. Only our mental impression of this nothingness tells us there is something there. On the personal level, we are carried away in a raging binary sea of constant choices, swept along by waves of opposing forces. Sometimes we ride the crest of the wave, and other times we are caught in its wake. But the overall cycle is zero, whether we are talking about people's lives or the history of nations. Even our experience of consciousness itself waxes and wanes in a diurnal cycle of wakefulness and sleep. But it's in our experience of conscious and unconscious states that we realize the possibility of uniting opposites to return to the wholeness of the one mind or monad. The idea of union with the divine source through denial of material attachments and worldly behavior is a common thread in most religions. This conjunctive state of non-duality became the philosopher's stone of Renaissance alchemists, who sought to unite our conscious analytic mind, the solar king, with our unconscious dreaming and intuitive mind, the lunar queen. The union of the king and queen was the sacred marriage, and the birth of their child was the dawn of a mercurial androgynous consciousness. Psychologist Carl Jung saw the same process of integration in his patients, and he sought to bring unconscious content to consciousness to restore them to wholeness.